Hey y'all, and welcome to India Brady Art. Today, what I'm going to do is a product review of, let me get this out of the way. A product review for Istoyo cordless resin mixer. They were kind enough to contact me and ask me if I would review this, and that's what I'm going to do. So, what we're going to make is, I have this cigarette ashtray. I have this ashtray. God, talk about a brain fart. I have this ashtray mold. Now, I don't smoke anymore. I've quit smoking, but I didn't want the mold to go to waste. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make it, but put a few tea lights in here and have it be a tea light holder. Or you could, take a big pillar candle and put your pillar candle in here. It doesn't matter. But, and I will be using KS Resin's Crystal Clear or Crystal Cast Epoxy Resin. Now it's Crystal Cast because it is a casting resin, which means that it's meant for deep pores such as this, or let's say bookends like you saw me make a few videos ago. Now, I haven't used this. This is a 2-to-1 ratio. I'm very bad at math, so that's why I picked something that's really not that big. So if I mess it up, it's not going to be that much wasted resin. But anyway, so in the resin, I'm going to put Bubblegum Glow by Arteza, which has a pink, a pink tint to it. And then I'm going to take Baby Spice glitter from Glitter Makes It, and I'm going to mix it in there and pour it in here, but pour it in here all at one time because this mold is exactly an inch deep. How lucky was that? Okay, now on to the star of the show. Now, I haven't taken this out of the box. I haven't seen it. So let's open it up. Okay, let's close this. Y'all, I have got to clean this table off. Okay, so we're gonna unwrap this. Now this is cordless, so I might have to go hunting down some batteries. I gave you a little mat, which is sturdy already. Okay. Now, so it says, thank you for your purchase. Well, I purchased it, but after they see my review, they're going to refund me. So, okay, so I'm going to put that there. Thank you for your order. It is to you we give the best. Okay, this is a product registration for warranty. Now, assembly. Okay. So this is, I guess, the quick guide. Yeah. Install 4 AAA batteries. I don't even think I have 4 AAA batteries. Let me go look. I'll be back. Okay, y'all. I was reading the instructions, or step 1 of the instructions, and it says, well, first I had to go hunt for 4 AAA batteries. Okay, why you can't use something like AA's, I don't know. Anyway, you have to unscrew these 2 screws. Now, I had to go get out my toolbox, and I'm looking for a small Phillips head screwdriver. Okay. This toolbox I got off Amazon. It's like for ladies. It's been very helpful. Okay, so, and this is not gonna work. Okay, that's not gonna work. So, you know what? This is a pain in the butt already. Why can't they have like a compartment, you know, that you slide and you replace the batteries that way? Why do I always get the difficult things? Okay. What is this? All right, do I have to get out my other drill? You've got to be kidding me. All right. What is the deal? Right, I've got attachments, which looks like okay. There we go. Okay, so we're unscrewing that part. Yeah, that toolbox has got almost every like hand tool, and it comes with a drill, a little drill, power drill. But this is neat because you've got all kinds of screw heads on the top of it. Okay, so let's see here. How do you take this apart? How do you take it apart? Okay, unscrew the battery case cover. Battery case cover. Where do the batteries go? Like here. Okay. And then you take this out. This is like Mission Impossible work. Wow, there's a lot that goes into this. Okay, put the batteries in it. Now, I don't know how old these batteries are, y'all, so this, I might have to cut this off here pretty quick. Or maybe not. So, okay. Why me? This is a AAA. It won't stay. It won't stay, y'all. See how it just pops up? Okay. I think I may know how to get it. So if well, this won't, it's like this. Okay, maybe, okay. All right. All right, maybe, will it go back? Will it go back? Will it go back? Okay, insert the battery case into the resin mixer to the end and then tighten the battery cover. Okay. So okay, these don't, I don't think these are gonna work. Okay, is this not in there right? Maybe I put it in there wrong, because this is not, oh my God. Okay, fine. I can't get it to pop back out. Okay. Or does it go in this way? Okay. I have no freaking idea. What? How does this go in here? Oh my goodness. This is gonna drive me to drink. All right, now. You know what, y'all? Just make something simple. Okay. Yep. The batteries. That's what I figured. The batteries are old. Okay, well, we gotta wait until I can get some batteries. Okay, I got 4 brand new AAA batteries. And like, how did you get this off here? Okay, so. Okay, y'all, I have this part of the video sped up because, yeah, this video right now is, in its entirety, is going to be about 30 minutes long. So, anyway, yeah, I'm just putting the new batteries in here and putting the lid back on it. Gonna tighten up the screws. It's just really strange to me that you have to use a screwdriver instead of, I'm just so used to getting things that, have the little compartments, and you slide the door and replace your batteries that way. It's very unusual, but it works. I give it 2 thumbs up. You get, uh, I don't know if you want to call it a whisk or an arm, whatever they want to call it. Um, yeah, it's nice of them to give you an extra one. And you put the arm on like you do a drill bit. You gotta pull the shank and open up that hole and stick the arm in there, and then let it go, and it you know hangs onto your arm or your paddle or whatever you want to call it. So I'm using KS Resin's deep cast because I think I said before that this mold is 1 inch deep, and this resin is a 2-to-1 ratio. So I couldn't remember. It's been well over a year since I've made an ashtray, so I couldn't remember if it was 6 ounces or 8 ounces. So I went ahead and I went with 6 ounces. So that meant 4 ounces of the resin and then 2 ounces of the hardener. So you saw me take a pen, and what I did was I'm just marked off where the 4 ounce line is on the cup, and then the 6 ounce line is on the cup. For me, it's just easier to see if it's marked. And when I'm mixing resin, I usually use my mask, which everybody should do when they're working with resin. Use your PPE, which is your personal protective equipment, your gloves, your mask. Um, if your eyes are really sensitive, then you need to get a full face mask. I've heard of people that use resin for a year or two, and then they start having eye problems. And come to find out, it's because of working with the resin. So always be aware and just be safety conscious. I know of a couple of people that have to work with long sleeves. Um, and it's not only because, if you get the resin on you, it's also the fumes that linger in the air that your skin is exposed to. My I have a air air purifier. That's always going. So the directions say to totally immerse the paddle into the resin and then turn it on. I just went just below the surface to turn it on. I don't know why, but at least the paddle is underneath the surface of the resin. It's totally immersed. So what I did was I just did like I always do if I was mixing this by hand. Um, I'm letting it rest on the bottom, and then I'm working around the sides. And I should have timed it, but I didn't because I want to know how long it takes for this to actually get all the resin mixed together. And I go up and down the sides, all along the bottom. And you can see the strings of resin down in the cup. And that's why I wanted to mix this resin in this clear cup so y'all can see the full effect of how it works. Is that when yeah, that's going backwards. The paddle's going backwards. Because I just, you want it to really get it fully mixed. So I go forwards and then I go backwards. And I think right now, yeah, as you can see, I mean, there's a lot of bubbles in it, but other than that, it's mixed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bubblegum glow from Arteza. There's not that much in there. Yeah, you saw me take a stick, and then I'm like, there's really not that much in here. So just dump it all in there. And instead of, just wasting a stick, mixing the resin and the glitter together, excuse me, the resin and the glitter together, I just thought that I would use the mixer and mix the two together. And I think it's just a way of trying to not clog up the landfills because, people using plastic and throwing it in the trash, stuff like that. So, like my cup. And I was wrong because like I said before, I mixed up 6 ounces of the pink. Yeah, for this part, you have to have a stick. So, and that's it. So I am done. For at least for this part. And that little heat gun thing, the cord on it is only like a foot long. No, I mean it's at least 2 feet, but I mean she's a super short. But anyway, that's this part. Okay, y'all. I just wanted to come back and bring something to y'all's attention. When I've cleaned my resin mixer. I didn't have any baby wipes, so I just took some alcohol and sprayed this down and wiped it down and wiped this down, and it's good as new. Now, when I was doing that, I noticed that hopefully y'all can see this, but this resin on top of the middle here is starting to bead. So, and by bead, I mean it's starting to shrivel up. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this stick, and I should have my gloves on, so I shouldn't be, this should be real simple. Okay, so what I did was I took my little stick and just, scraped it. So I didn't want to leave it with it beading, because when it cures, it's going to cure that way. So when I get ready to pour on my next layer and that cures, you're going to be able to see just something funky looking. It's not going to look all level and nice. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that to y'all's attention in case this happens to y'all. And I will see y'all at the next step. Okay, so I didn't bring y'all back for me pouring the last layer in here because you've seen it many times before. You know what it looks like. So here we are at the moment of truth, and that's a fairly thick mold, but at least it's kind of easy to get off. I love the pink glitter. Now, if you'll look in the middle of the tray, yeah, I should have just wiped the middle off, because wherever I started to scrape off, that there was that line down the middle. And I thought it might bead up a whole lot more, but it didn't. So, anyway, but yeah, that's it. So, if you do have a cigarette mold, if you have an ashtray mold, and you don't smoke anymore, like me, I never smoked inside the house. I always smoked outside. So my ashtrays were outside. And I thought what I would do, and this is what I get for thinking, but um, on those pins, those markers that I'm holding, or not those markers, but that marker that I'm holding, that's one of those deco color markers. And that's a rose gold, but it doesn't have the color, the name of the color anywhere on the pin, which I thought was kind of strange. But anyway, I wanted to use rose gold as an edging around the ashtray, but the ashtray has a beveled edge on it, which didn't really work out right. So here are some pictures, and until next time, dare to create.